Hello all, how you guys doing today? As some people already know, not everybody, I got a new video camera. I'm so excited. I bought a GoPro. It was the smallest one they had at the local Walmart here, and I didn't need anything real extensive, just something that, did video, and I could just get back into doing a few videos and putting them up on YouTube. So I bought a 128 gig micro SD card, so that should be good for doing stuff that I want to do. Anyway, I was thinking about what I wanted to do for my first video, and I think what I want to do, I'm going to put this thing on my dashboard of my vehicle, and I'm going to take a drive around this town here and just show where I live. West Plains, Missouri, southern Missouri. It's probably about, 20 or 30 miles from the border of Arkansas. So, that part of the country. Yep, I did most of my growing up here. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I love this GoPro. The only thing I don't like about this is I liked the viewfinder that I had on my handy cam, where I could tell if I was actually centered on the video or not. But I guess I'll find out. So here we go. We're going to take a drive around West Plains. Okay, here we go. Building that you see in front, this is the motel that I live in. Yeah, it's considered Roach Motel. But it's a place to eat, sleep, take a shower, take a dump. And of course, the video is going to be a little cockeyed because my dash is not straight. It's all curvy and all that. So, gonna do what I can. And I'm leaving. Now I know you can't look to your left. That would be going to Thayer. That would be going to Thayer, Missouri, and then Arkansas, 30 miles away. So, yeah, like I said before, this town I grew up in, I spent 30 some odd years of my life in this town. And, I can't turn. I don't have a swivel on my camera. I wish I did. That way I could show you, but I guess I will take the video camera off and show like a couple of the houses that I used to live in. But yeah, it was pretty fun, man, driving all over town. Not driving. You know what, people? I haven't had my full allotment of coffee yet. So that means I'm probably not going to speak right. As a kid of about 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, this is back when things were a little bit safer. I used to ride my bike all over this town. Video's gonna get jumpy. I'm trying to take this thing off my cam because I want to show. And I can't. We're going past a school that I used to go to, right here. St. Mary's. I was sent to a Catholic school. And I went there from kindergarten through 8th grade. And I guess it was fun. Having nuns as teachers wasn't too awfully bad. So right now, we're actually going to be approaching the center. Since I moved back to Phoenix, this right here is new stuff. There's a bar there. Oh, I forgot the name of it. But they actually have craft beers. That's one thing that I have to give West Plains credit for. They have a few places now that even some of the stores sell some craft beer now, because I don't like your Bud, I don't like the Coors, I don't like Corona. No, yucky. Hoping this video is going to turn out. Looks like it is. see up ahead, I know a truck pulled out in front of me here. There's a big white building up straight ahead, and that's the square. And we're gonna go around the square. And hopefully we don't hit these people that are crossing. Person. You know what? Driving and talking is a gift, I guess. Apparently I can't do it. I'm a guy, I've got the male mind, I can only do one thing at once. That white building that you see up there is the courthouse on the square. The square is the exact middle of town. Now I'm gonna see if I can find the quickest route to a house that I used to live in. But I'm gonna go around the square. And Hawkeye video, I hope you like it. I know you live in a smaller town too, but I think yours is actually still bigger than this one. Somebody's car alarm is going off, obviously. Here's the square. Of course, there's a bunch of shops and stores. If you go down this way, maybe we'll go down that way. It's called the Book Nook, used book store and all that, and I love it. I can find some really, really, really good stuff. Okay, it's been a while since I've been to this house. And I think I'm gonna go down this way. There's a big hill right there, but I'm gonna go down this road. I think I can make it. Yeah, there's a bunch of out of the way roads and all that here. There's Cherry Street. I'm thinking this is a two-way road. This looks like a one-way road. That! And I'm probably on the wrong side, aren't I? I probably am. You know, because this is a southern town, so therefore things might be a little backwards. I went down the wrong way. I broke the law. Whoops. Now to find Woodland. Hey, guess what? That's Wooster. I'm gonna go straight one more. Yeah, there's a lot of out-of-the-way roads around here. This is very much an older, probably the oldest part of town. Here's Woodland. There we go. I hope the video wasn't too jumpy for you guys. See this rock house right here? This one right here with the two trucks in front of it. I lived in that house for about 3 years. And it was a nice town. I mean, it was a nice house. I don't know whoever's watching this if you believe in ghosts and spirits and stuff. A lot of supernatural stuff happened to us in that house. Now I'm gonna drive to another house that I used to live in. It's actually the first house that we lived in when we moved from Wisconsin to here. Let's see, this is Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know if I'll keep all the video or not. I may have to cut it up a little bit. I'm trying to find stuff to talk about as I'm videoing this. Oh gosh. Let's see, it's this time of day. Most everybody should be at work already. So there shouldn't be too much traffic. This is four-way stop anyways. Just gonna make sure this truck stops before I go. Because I learned early on in my driving experience, do not trust a blinker. Because they may not be doing what their blinker says they're supposed to be doing. So now we're gonna get ready to go past basically the one and only biggest park in town here. See that up ahead? Boy, this thing is sticky. I need to find a new way to do this. This is the park. This is the city pool. I used to go to this pool a lot. And growing up, whenever I was in high school, this road that we're going down now is Porter Wagoner. It's the main drag down most of the town. And back when I was in high school, whenever we'd be driving on the weekends, this was the cruising strip. Sorry for all the movement, people. I'm just trying to get the best video, and of course, I guess that's gonna be good. And I need to fix the settings of my camera. The screen goes blank within a couple seconds after not touching it. And I want to see what I'm videoing. So this is the main cruise strip right here. People will just go back and forth for like half the night, unless there was a party going on in the woods somewhere. Then they would go to the party, then sometimes come back and then cruise up and down, drunk. Lots of memories in this place. There's a lot more buildings that have come up since I'd been gone for 15 years and came back. Lived in Phoenix, Arizona for 15 years. Decided to come back here. I did miss the woods. Now don't get me wrong, I miss a lot of the conveniences of the bigger city. Especially when you're a night person. I work nights again. And on the weekends, I normally keep my same sleep and awake schedule unless I have to do some sort of errands during the day. So being up all night here is not very fun, because this town reminds me of the song Toledo, Ohio. In other words, they roll back the sidewalks precisely at 10, and people who live there are not seen again. So if you're driving around here about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, well, you get most of the streets to yourself. And we're getting ready to go across this highway here, and we'll be almost at the first house that I lived in when we moved here in 1976 from Wausau, Wisconsin. And I suppose after we visit here, I'll take you by the big Walmart. That's where everybody goes. Everybody goes there. They meet everybody in town, and they stand in the aisles in your way and talk. And don't get me wrong, you know, when you meet up with someone, you know, it's great to catch up, even if you saw them the day previous, you know, and then they still have to stand with their carts, you know. But my thinking is, you know, might be able to maybe move out of the way just a little bit and let people go through that actually want to shop. There's been times I got off work, I was tired, I wanted to get home, but I needed to stop and get something. Well, I go there, and I naturally walk fast anyway. So my slow walk is actually faster than a lot of people's normal walk. I come from a fast walking family, what can I say? Gosh, I wish the thing had a swivel on it. I'm gonna have to look, see if I can find an accessory. Or make something where I can swivel. Oh, that would be awesome. Because then I can swivel back and forth and I don't have to keep trying to pick this thing up. It's got a super sticky bottom. Because I think what I'm using here is made for putting on a bike helmet and bike and whatnot, motorcycle. Now I'm gonna go on the back way. See this house straight ahead? That house is the first house that we lived in. And all of these houses over here were non-existent. It was nothing but field. And my brother had a smaller motorcycle and he used to take it riding through the fields all the time. But yeah, this is a nice, quaint little area. This is an area that my dad lives in. I'll take you to the last house I lived in until I moved out on my own after high school. It's very peaceful here. This neighborhood is really nice. I actually wouldn't mind living in this neighborhood if I can save up money and get a home. This is a nice area. So, obviously, of course, I'm not going to be taking you to every nook and cranny, but maybe in future videos I will. I'll go visit other places. I might take you to a place that I used to love going to riding my bike. And it was back where I was at, where I showed you that big rock house. Close to that is the town cemetery. I don't know what it is about that place, but I used to love riding my bike through the cemetery. Hope you guys aren't getting seasick. I need a swivel. Keep saying that. You know, I don't think I'm going to do much editing on this because it's real life, setting up, taking down. We're getting really close to the house my dad still lives in. This is the house that I lived in all through high school. See the stop sign that's coming up? I used to wait for the bus 9th and 10th grade until I got my driver's license. And looks like, I don't know what time it is. It's 8:23. My dad's probably getting ready. There's the house. My dad is probably getting ready to go golfing. He golfs every day. And one of these times, I will take you to the golf course. Because I played golf with Dad on this golf course. Now we're going back through. Gosh. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know what it is. My luck these days with my freaking head. Within the past month and a half, at work and at other places, I keep bumping my head on various objects for some reason. Poor squirrel just got run over. Legs sticking up in the air. But I've been hitting my head on various objects. You know, for instance, when I first got in the vehicle today, you know, getting ready to do this video, I bumped it on the top of the car. I don't know what's going on. And I keep bumping it in the same spot. It's getting old. That tan building that you see in front of you, those are storage where people keep their golf carts. This is the town country club. This is a different golf course. It's a country club that all the rich, snobby people go to. And if you see over here, there it is. Good old golf course. So now I'm going to take you down the highway. This is 63. I hope this video wasn't too boring for you guys. I will think of some other stuff to do later. Got stuff to do today, but I thought I can get this done and go back and take a shower and do stuff that I need to do today. And we'll be going past the park again. I'll show you a different angle of the park. If you go straight on ahead, I'm going to be turning left at this stoplight coming up here. If you go straight on ahead, you will be headed towards Walmart. Am I going to make the yellow light? I certainly am. Sometimes it's kind of dangerous doing that because there's other people that don't like to watch. For instance, I was riding with some friends last night. Well, we were doing a Bible study, and we were getting back home, and it was around 10:30 at night. And you know, as I said, most of the time the streets are dead because everybody rolled up their sidewalks and went to sleep. Well, there's another vehicle that happened to be on the road, and we approached a four-way stop. We stopped. And then we were proceeding to go on through, and another vehicle was just going to go right on through the stop. They had to slam on the brakes. The friend that was driving, of course, he shouldn't have slammed on his brakes, but he did. And because we could have got sideswiped. But people don't like to watch around here, especially some of the younger kids. Because, you know, obviously everything is all about them. That's what it seems like. Up ahead here is another angle of that same park that I was showing you before. There's the pool. If you look across the street here, they've actually taken some of the play equipment down. And they took a old house down that used to be there. It was like a landmark. And this was a park for the kids to play in. But, of course, they can't do that anymore. I mean, they have some equipment to play on. But they took a lot of it down for some reason, made more room for picnic tables and stuff like that. But whenever I was watching my nephew and niece, I used to go there, and I used to take them there, and it was a good place for them to get rid of energy. So when you brought them home, they didn't run around the house, you know, being all hyperactive and all that stuff. Let's see, the quickest way to get to the cemetery. Probably after the cemetery. We went through most of the town, most of the main roads and all that. Pardon me. We're actually approaching the square again. I guess we're going to go around the square again. This part of town right here that you see is actually industrial. You know, a lot of, well, industrial stuff going on. We're actually going to go past that used bookstore now, called the Book Nook. Avenue Theater right there. That is a landmark as well. A lot of live performances take place there. I was actually in one live performance there back in like 1992. It was called Godspell. It was a musical, because I used to do quite a bit of singing. I really don't sing much anymore. But I was in choir in high school. And so being in that play was kind of fun. It was my first time ever doing that. And I was a bit more shy than what I am now, so it was a challenge for me. See, there's the street we went down before. Or I went down the wrong way. Oh gosh. See this hill up here, man? I used to ride my bike down this hill as fast as I could go. When you get to the top and look down the other way towards the square, you can't see the bottom of the hill. And I used to take my 10-speed down there as fast as my legs would make the pedals go. See, there's a lot of stuff like this where you're getting ready to turn, you don't know if a car's coming because there's a hill. And this is another stop sign here. We're starting to get pretty close. See, if you look this way, don't see any cars coming. But it's another very, very blind stop where you don't know if vehicles are coming. You just got to take your chance, and if you go, you better gun it. And of course, going down this street here was always fun. See this hill? When you go down here really fast and go up the other side, boy, is that exciting. Yay, we're approaching the cemetery. See, another hill. Can't see the vehicles coming, you're just gonna go. Here we go. Is that a groundhog that I see? Sure looks like it to me, groundhog. But here is the cemetery. It's a pretty big one over here and over here, if you can see, because my screen is blank, I can't see what a viewfinder sees. So I guess I will find out whenever I put this video on the computer. But yeah, like I said, I used to love riding my bike all through here. All over here, all over here. Riding my bike down the streets or the paths in the center of it. Something relaxing about it that I found for me. And now, to find my way back to the main drag, because it's been so long since I've been in this town. There's some more. And you know, there was one time back when I was in high school, I remember, there was one class that I had, it was called Ozark Folklore and Mythology. And what the teacher wanted us to do is go find some really, really old grave sites, old cemeteries. And my dad and I went way out in the country for that. And you have some really old ones. And what you do is you just stick a piece of paper on the headstone there and trace over it, shade over it, and you can find the dates and stuff if they're really worn. And we were doing that, and gosh, man, we were surprised way back in the day, like in the 1800s, how many kids were buried at some of these places. And some of these were like 1800, like early 1800s. So this place, you know, as well as a lot of other places, have a lot of history. Now, gosh, I'm definitely gonna find a swivel for this if I want to do this again, because I keep having to pick this up and I'm sure the camera's shaking. Oh gosh, but you know what, it's all good. Will you guys forgive me? Hope you forgive me for a shaky video. May not be the most exciting video, but there's some more area over there, a lot of countryside here. And if you look over here now, this is the Catholic church that I used to go to. I'm not Catholic anymore. So this is the school. It's not a school anymore, but it used to be at one time, and I went there from the kindergarten through 8th grade. And then they were talking about adding on a high school, and I begged my parents, please don't make me go. I want to go to a regular school. Well, they ended up not doing a high school. So I had 40 years of public school, which is awesome. That's when I got into concert choir, sang 5 different languages. The high school choir actually performed like college level songs. It was challenging and it was fun at the same time. That building up ahead that you see just beyond the stoplight is actually a new building that was not there when I left like 17 years ago from here. Ooh, I got a green layer. So now I'm headed back to my place. That's just a little bit of the town that I decided to show you. I'll do some more later. And up ahead is a popular place, Dairy Queen, if you can see that up there. Good old Dairy Queen. Good food. I worked there for about a year whenever I was in high school. It was money. Gas money to go cruising up and down that strip that I showed you, Porter Wagoner. And there you have it. A little bit of West Plains. And the houses that I lived in for a bit as a kid. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will catch you later.